All right. How's everybody doing today?
Groovy, groovy.
Oh, Lorna,
Yeah, baby.
you are the answer to this question.
Oh my gosh, the people I love. The people I love and our differences and what we learn from each other and the love and affection we give to each other. That always
Yep.
puts me in a good mood.
Oh, yeah. And, well, but you are the person
Yes.
who always puts me in a good mood.
Oh, well, you are very sweet to say that. You must have received your check in the mail.
All right. You deliver that love and without being asked for it, or without asking for anything in return.
I'm just
Always.
reflecting back what I get. That's all.
Right? That's it's a vicious cycle of love.
Vicious.
Vicious. All right. Anybody else on this? Who or what can always put you in a good mood?
Music.
Music. Absolutely. I agree with that. What's your go-to?
If I'm making phone calls, I put on classical. If I'm just getting work done, dance, workout music.
Me too. I like a good 2/4 beat. Who else? Anybody else would put you in a good mood?
Silence. Silence puts me in a good mood.
Silence puts you in a good mood?
I loved it.
You know what?
Nothing against much of that.
When I go to the gym in the morning really early, I used to put on music, and now I just go the whole ride in silence, and it's quite cathartic. I can appreciate that. What else did you have?
Our pets, Joey.
You what?
Our pets.
Oh, yeah.
Animals. Pet
Yeah,
dogs.
of course. Yeah. A puppy party. Puppy party always works. Yeah, just sit down. I'll walk around. Yeah.
You can hang there.
Okay. All right, great. Let's get to the meat of this today. Today, if you were unaware, is ALC Committee Recruiting Day. And then what that means is, I guess in college, my daughter went to their
Career.
no, not career.
But the Fred sorority or
Club Day.
yeah,
Club Day, right? So I think we're going to set up the different committees in different areas, and I would encourage all of you to interact and to find out what that committee's trying to accomplish, and see if it's something that you want to jump in on. Interacting with the community and these magnificent leaders here is a good business practice, right? Getting into relationship, knowing and contributing to this office community and this realtor community is a way to succeed. It's a path to success. So, as a business principal, I highly recommend you jump in there, have some fun. All right. Is there something else I needed to add to that before I?
Should I be at 12 after the meeting?
Okay,
Maybe
bingo.
we can like announce what the committees are at the end?
You could we
At the
could.
end, yeah.
I
Okay.
think we have it here.
Okay. Yes.
We can start with the diversity committee.
Okay. Here we go.
Yes, I'm not there today, but I believe Rachel will be, and she'll share with you our mission statement and our upcoming event. And we've got a slide right now that reflects the importance of diversity in our community. There will be a video on Pride Month next week, but June is the beginning of Pride Month.
Woohoo! And the party already started.
Yes.
Last week was a big party.
I just learned that in addition to West Hollywood parade, there's LA parade too, I guess.
The
Not
city
Hollywood,
of-
or Hollywood.
City of
Yeah.
Los Angeles
Yeah,
or Hollywood.
Venice has one now too.
Hmm?
Venice has one.
really?
And Long Beach.
Whittier had one, right? Which the one you?
We had a festival.
Yeah, the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah. So excellent. Okay. Yeah.
Other committees?
Can we talk about Pride for a minute?
Sure.
Oh, we can talk about Pride for more than a minute.
Yeah, just for a minute, and just to pontificate, I can't tell you how incredible it is as a gay man in this age to be in this community, with this group of agents, with this leadership, that I grew up at a time when we were being thrown in jail because of who we loved. We were being, seriously, our lives were ruined. I have so many friends who died, who were thrown in prison, who, it was awful. And it's still that way in many parts of the country, not in quite the same way. People being thrown out of their homes, friends of mine whose parents were chasing them around with shovels, trying to beat the hell out of them because they came out as lesbian. And to be here 30 years later in this magnificent city, in this incredible environment, with you incredible, wonderful people, where even if you don't understand, you don't have to, right? The fact that we can be open and honest and love who we love and have a career without fear of being, ousted from it, it's such an incredible, incredible thing. And I just think it's really important to remember that it's not a parade. It's not just a parade. It is an acknowledgement that we are human, that there's a extraordinary diversity of people within the LGBTQIA, blah, 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 blah community, right? Which is one of the reasons why this flag is so important up here. And just how grateful I think so many of us are for where things are right now. And there's still work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Bravo. And we will have more on that. Let's welcome Nakash. Nakash, right? He's not here today, but we welcome him to our office, and we are going out of our way to now take pictures of people when they're here. So don't have to be startled by that silhouette, right? Yeah. The tunnel is like a perfect place to take pictures. Gets a nice reflective light. Family picnic, speaking of which, culture committee, right? Who's speaking for that?
Yeah, so we've got the family picnic. It's our annual Larchmont family picnic. We kind of suspended it a couple of years because of,
Diversity picnic.
Well, we did the diversity
We did the diversity picnic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that too. So anyways, it's kind of like, it's a potluck. So we're gonna have a list, right, on this, right?
Yeah. We don't
Yeah.
want it to be a table full of
Yeah.
pies and desserts.
So,
Yeah.
chicken.
Hey, I'm not gonna complain about the fried chicken,
I
but
know. Are we sad about too many pies?
Yeah. I
so
guess it's a personal thing.
it will be, it's June 28th. It's gonna be at the Roxbury Park. We'll have food, we'll have some games that we're trying to think of, and it's an opportunity for you to come with your family and just, socialize with the office and your colleagues here. So I think pets are also welcome as well, so.
On the leash.
On the leash. So if you've got the appropriate leash for your pet, depending on the pet that you bring.
No
right?
alcoholic beverages.
So no alcoholic beverages out in the open. Okay? So, that's how we're gonna do it. And then so there's gonna be picnic chairs and tables and all that stuff. Are we allowed to bring?
tables.
Are we allowed to bring?
Blankets, no new tables, blankets.
Can we bring our own chairs? Pull out, fold up?
Wink on that one.
Exactly.
Wink on that one.
Okay.
Because I know, when my daughter played soccer there, I would bring a chair, right? So they just don't want a field of chairs set up, right? It kind of.
So we're kind of in the back end of the park, so it's a little bit more kind of excluded, like isolated area. So hopefully we'll have a little bit of privacy there. It has been reserved, luckily, thanks to Samantha, who went out there a few times to get this resolved. So on her behalf, we've been able to secure this. So so I hope you guys all register. Tell what you guys are gonna bring, And then the office is also hosting the main course, which will be some Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue and some beverages. and
Yeah,
stuff.
so, and we do that, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and I know Saturdays are our usual work day for open houses and stuff, but if you guys can possibly make it out there, it would be great.
It's 11 a.m.
It's 11 to 2, so
11
if you
to 2.
need to, you know, like
Yeah,
schedule
so
an open
schedule your
house.
open house for 2:30 to 5.
Perfect. All right.
So we said that family members
Oh,
are
yeah.
welcome.
Oh,
So
yeah,
family, you know, your partner, whatever, someone
Your
that you.
furry
you know,
family.
Yeah, so, you know, if you
all
wanna
of
bring someone to kind of introduce them to this environment and show, you know, the people that you work with, you know.
Yay.
Don't be ashamed of us.
We'll behave
And
ourselves.
we'll have some games too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Games will be fun. All right, some exciting news, right? A little integration coming up. Keller Williams International is going to be, oopsie. Here we go.
Keller Williams and Canva. We're bringing together the best in real estate and design. At Keller Williams, we believe real estate agents should work with best-in-class technology. Together with Canva, we're reimagining real estate marketing.
Our flagship enterprise relationship with Keller Williams brings you the world's best tools to make design and marketing effortless.
Premium KW branded graphics make creating high-impact content faster and easier than ever.
This is not just about templates. We're building a bespoke experience for Keller Williams that gives their market centers and agents way more creativity.
With Canva's design-driven platform, the power of KW Command, and the insight of KW agents, we're providing cutting-edge technology built by agents for agents.
We're building an intuitive Keller Williams experience, making it easier than ever for agents to create beautiful, effective content without switching platforms or missing a beat.
We know design isn't just about how things look, it's about how they work.
With Canva, you're in control of your brand. So whether it's a reel, whether it's a postcard or a listing video, every agent now has the power to stand out with confidence.
We're inspired to work with a company that cares deeply about people. It's part of our culture too.
From the first click
To the final post,
Together,
we're making design
In marketing,
Faster, easier,
And 100%
Keller Williams.
Next, the timeline, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have Canva, all the Keller Williams agents will get a free Canva account, and it'll be integrated into Command.
So is it the same, so we pay for Canva, and so is it the same
Keller
that,
That's my understanding.
fantastic,
Yeah. That is the same. Yep.
that's exciting.
Yep.
And we still have Michael's numbers, we can put on there too.
Yeah.
Keller Williams.
Okay, there we go. There you
What
go.
are you trying to say with the Michael Lewis marketing
We
suite?
still have it too.
Oh, yes.
For some of the
For-
basic
for
stuff.
the, both concierge
Yeah,
design.
but if you guys are not using Canva, it's amazing. It's amazing software, and we do all of our marketing, flyers, brochures, everything is through Canva. Even some of our like emails are like, you know what I mean, designed through Canva. So it's great, and I pay for it all this time, you know, for my
Me too.
team to use, so.
Canva Pro. Yeah,
so-
of course. It's a good investment. It's an
Yeah.
easy investment. Good. But now it's free. Guys, just a reminder, I'll do this every quarter or so. Make sure you have key fob and you are connected to the printer, right? Don't wait till you need it, right? You'll be here on the weekend, you'll be wanting to come on the weekend and you won't be able to get in. The key fob will get you in after hours, and then make sure you're printed, okay? Make sure you're connected to the printer.
Bob is not related to the printer, we just need to be, you're just.
This is just a reminder to get people, no, the
Oh,
fob.
okay, so
Yeah,
I was just the slide, so I was just wondering.
You know,
if-
Brian and,
Oh, that's what I thought.
no, Brian and Samantha, you know, get these requests and sometimes they're not timely requests. Just saying, hey, if you don't have a fob, get it. If you're not connected to the printer,
I've been trying to get
Let's do it.
connected to the printer for the last 3 years. I can't seem to connect.
yeah, that's a Brian issue.
No, I mean, Howie's been here multiple times trying to get me connected. It's just something about the Mac, unless someone else.
We no, Tiffany had that problem, but I thought we solved that.
I feel like Brian can fix that because
Brian
how
can
he
solve
couldn't
that.
get me connected.
Brian solved, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're also, we're gonna be setting up, we have a second printer that is pretty much the same capacity as the one we have now. We just have to make some room for it because it's a big one. So and they're two different companies, so if you can't get on one, you theoretically could get on the other.
Yeah, I did get on the other, but then you moved it.
Okay, that's a Brian issue. That's a Brian issue. Let's get him on that. Brian,
With Brian.
I'm throwing you right under the bus. Okay. All right, let's see what we have going here. KW Technology Training with John Morris. This is regional training, okay? And it's not just about the Keller Williams package, okay? John is very versed in all the CRMs out there, and he specifically said that he will not just focus on the command, but he'll help with all the CRMs out there, right? Yes, he is our regional KW RI regional tech trainer, but he is there to help with things outside of command also. And a lot of it, he's going to be doing it once a month, right?
Twice a month.
Twice a month. And he's also going to address AI.
Is he the guy that did the AI?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. He was great.
He's smart. He's smart. Yeah. Yeah, and he's also going to be talking a lot because he knows agents are interested in AI a lot. So he'll be talking about AI in his meetings also. All right. Pivot year. What's going on Win Wednesday? Lorna, Tracy, Lorna.
Sorry
Anybody
about
on-
that. I was on mute. We talked about the fabulous mastermind meeting we had yesterday. It was a win for all of us who attended. Joanne, Samantha, and everybody who participated. I really want to thank you. That was unlike any other kind of discussion we've had. It was fantastic. Everybody brought their thoughts, whether everyone agreed or not, irrelevant. It was just a really good use of time. I got a lot out of it. So we talked about that. I shared that with everybody, and Maury and I talked about that a little bit, and Stacy was there as well. So we were all winning for that. So thanks, you guys.
Excellent. Yeah, it was a great. It was a great way to mastermind around solving the problem that we're having in this moment, right?
Yeah, it was even more than that. It was also getting to know some people in the office on a different level. It was just bonding and informative and just all the things. It was great.
Great. Yep.
By the way, so Christina, you were going to jump in, but
yeah,
we had a powwow afterwards, maybe 7 o'clock last night, and you kicked some ass with your client. I have a 3 o'clock call with my colleague help people today. And it's like,
yeah.
Yay.
I mean, it was really, really incredible because I think we're all kind of unanimously struggling with the same issues and trying to get feedback from other perspectives to have that conversation with your clients about this market. I was definitely in line. I took away from it as I was discussing with Pete. I implemented that conversation right after that meeting. I called my sellers, had that come to Jesus conversation with them, explained what they needed to do, gave them their options, and my clients were incredibly receptive. And so we are, getting over the hurdle to get to the end goal. So.
Specifically, what did you say to them, and what was the result?
The specific one was the Douglas one that I had discussed, where we had it on at 1.6. We got offers at 1.4, 1.5. They wanted to go to market. We put it on 1.6. I got nothing, crickets. And then I got a 1.2 offer. So I had to have a conversation with my clients and let them know this market has dictated to us what the value that they consider the property to be of not what we are considering. Although we may have had a different results from a different market, but this market is dictating something. And so we have to listen closely to what what it's being said, right? And so I said, unfortunately, we can sit it out, but the market's not going to get any better. This is the time to react. And if you are serious about selling your property, then you have to accept what is happening in the market.
And what did they choose to do?
They decided to accept what's happening in the market.
And list that.
And so we have an offer we're gonna counter at, but I've also circled back with all of the other interested buyers and let them know that, hey, we're making some price concessions on this. You're the first to know about it. And I said, just give me enough, because they were actually interested. They said, well, it doesn't pencil out at this, and this is the surplus that we're looking at. I said, give me the offer that it pencils out at, and I will present it. That's the real number.
Give me something to work with.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the other conversation was to my investor, and yeah, and then my other conversation that I got from Tim was, I told my client, you're an investor. You don't always make money in your investment. Unfortunately, this was a bad investment. So, it is what it is, right?
Excellent, excellent. Yay, Christina.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
It really hit home on the conversation. I really, really took a lot from that. And even it doesn't matter how many transactions you do or how long you've been at this, 2 heads are better than 1, and 12 is even better than 2. And so it was very helpful.
Yay.
And by the way, we've had
It makes us happy.
14-year run up in prices. 14.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Historic run up.
It's leveled off, and it may even be starting to slow a little bit. And inventory is building materially, as we know. So we were talking last night, the same number of sales, so not to panic, the same number of sales are happening, but buyers have double the choices. Almost double the choices. Hancock Park, there were 45 houses on the market 6 months ago. It's 83 or 84 today. It's a huge percentage increase. So there's options. And so sellers, especially those who need to sell, they've got to get ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
And not keep waiting for prices to keep going up. They're not going up.
And especially, as P was mentioning to me yesterday, and it totally makes sense, is if you got 2 sellers, one's a little bit more motivated, one has to sell, and they drop their prices, that's going to impact that other seller that's on the market hoping to get a certain number. And so that seller has to be ahead of the curve and understand what all of these are impacting prices on, so.
Otherwise you get caught behind the cascading effect of that.
Exactly.
And then in 4 months.
And you're
chasing the market.
You're chasing the market. And so right now, a lot of my sellers are chasing the market. And so we're trying to cut that and pivot and change.
And you brought up last night that you don't have the time. You have this conversation with the client. I'm not going to be here 6 months later trying to sell your properties.
Yeah, so I have a client who's been on the fence of selling. He's not as motivated as I want him to be. So he's like, oh, let's just try the market. I said, I'm not doing that. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. He says, well, you don't want the listing. I said, I want the listing, but I want a realistic seller. So if you're not going to be a realistic seller, then I can't help you. And so we brought up the conversation yesterday about the possibility and the probability. And I told him, there's a possibility you could get your number, but the probability is very slim. So which one do you want to go for? Thank you, John.
One of my big has
Not all listings are
If I
good
could just
listings.
push back a little bit on what Pete said, not to disagree with you, but Carthay Circle has 6 properties currently on the market. They've been on the market for a long time. They've had price reduction after price reduction after price reduction. And I was just finished door knocking Carthay Circle yesterday, and the message I had to give them is, why you see this, your home value is not actually going down, right? I took a look at 2023 data for Carthay Circle specifically, 2024 data for Carthay Circle specifically, $930 a square foot on average for a 2,200 square foot home. These 6 homes are larger homes, but averaging $2,700 square feet, and they are almost $100 more a square foot after the price reductions than average house per square foot in your property. They're not selling because the market's going down, they're not selling because they're overpriced, which I already knew because I know the property, but now I've got the data to say it, and getting back to what you were saying,
The data is everything.
it's what's the data?
Yeah.
What's the data? There's the art over the data, we get that, but the fact is, in that particular neighborhood, things are sitting, they're just overpriced.
But the seller perception is that the sky is falling and we shouldn't sell.
Because they're seeing-
That's not true.
Right.
I don't think prices are going down.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the sellers are still, so the conversation that I had with my sellers is, you are expecting the market to be what it was in 2020, 21, and 2022, and you're expecting the buyers to react the same way, and it's not. So the data shows, and that's all I'm doing with my clients right now, is I'm just pouring data into them and letting them know that this is what it's being dictated now. I have no control over this. You don't have any control over this. What we can do is accept what is going on and pivot and move and strategize so that we're on top of it instead of trying to lag with it.
And chase it.
Yeah.
Or pretend it doesn't exist.
Well, it's not even, the market is not even at the same place where it was
6 months
in
ago.
August.
Yeah.
Right?
Not
Well, I
even
think,
6 months ago.
Pete was
Like-
saying the data up to today is not
Yeah.
necessarily an indication
I
of
just
where
had
it
a
is tomorrow,
conversation
right?
with my
Yeah.
clients. First of all, 9065, there are a lot of designer treated homes in all of these areas. You know, they have oak floor and they have da. They see those numbers and they think, oh yeah, we could get 1,300 per square foot.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me, why can't I get 1,600 per square foot? And I'm like, look at the materials, Like, somebody will pay extra for that,
You have to
but
quantify it somehow or
not
another.
everybody's going
Yeah.
to do
Well, and that was emotional buyers versus practical buyers, is I guess.
And a quick revision to what I said, that's single family home. Condos were absolutely have gone down.
Oh, yeah.
So just FYI.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bow in this and with two kind of statements. One is, all of this is, it just doubles down on the understanding that this is a skill-based market. Okay, these are conversations that define you to your clients, right? That you have a skill, you have an understanding, that you are able to gather information and present it in the way that it needs to be presented. And the other piece is, this is not a discouragement. Up market, down market, there's opportunity in every one of those. It's if you're hung up on, I can only do business in a market that's that's on a strong ascension, then you're absolutely going to take a you're going to take a break from real estate. But if you are of the understanding that there is opportunity in every market, you identify it and you present those opportunities to your clients on both ends of the spectrum, buyers and sellers, right? We've been in down markets that have been incredibly profitable for us over time, right? 2008 was, after the initial shock of it, there was immense opportunity in it. There's opportunity in every market.
The saying is
This
like,
is a tough one,
and be greedy when it's fearful, and be fearful when everyone's greedy, right? So it's true to this market right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agreed. Yep. All right. Excellent, guys. Thank you, Lorna. Script practice Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8:30 to 9 a.m. on Zoom. Jump in there. Samantha said it's a winner. Yeah. Command training with Scott Leroy, in addition to John Morris, is every day at 10, between 10 and 11. The classes are in our calendar. Also, the mentee meeting is what we call it. But everyone is welcome. Today, every month we have a speaker, one of the agents come in, one of the producing agents, just telling their story. Today it's going to be the lovely Rob Marin telling his story, right? We look forward to it. And it's a way for people just starting in this journey to see how different individuals use their unique superpowers to accomplish success, to accomplish their goal, right? Broker Caravan was fun yesterday. Was it? I saw some stuff. Yeah, I went out there, saw some stuff. There was some good stuff out there. What did you guys see? Anything? Anybody go out there?
I saw a cute little house on a small lot in West Hollywood, which is a direct comp to my upcoming listing, which was very, very cute, well done. And I saw a lovely, did you guys see maybe the one on Sierra Bonita in Pickfair Village?
Yes.
That was, and I'm very curious where they're gonna end up in price with that.
1444. Yeah. You just can see where it goes.
Yeah. What is the price
Was
now?
was it a new flip or a new construction, or is it just a great house?
I think it was just a good house. I think it was.
It was a great, like, it was a good house. It's only 975 square feet of like permitted, square footage. And then they have a small but really well done guest house, not permitted, but they, they're asking a nice number. So
What's the number?
it was like, I want to say like 135 or like close to 1.4 for it. No.
I saw one on Orange that I thought was really, really great. You see the one on Orange just below 6th? Owned by, it was built for the owners, right? They did all this renovation on it, and then of course they're moving away to Australian architects did it. And the ADU was.
With that funky tandem bedroom situation.
There's all the tandem bedroom is.
There's a lot of that going on. I've been, I've been seeing a lot of houses that are listed as 3 bedrooms and they're not. They're 2-bedroom houses, and it's getting a little frustrating, actually.
Yeah, this was that.
I looked at that one.
I mean, they both had closets but.
You got swingers.
Like their sitting room.
Well,
I was literally standing out on the deck going, why would, because had they done the bathroom differently, could have. Yeah, and it's just like, no, I can't do that.
I actually have seen a lot of that in the valley in the older homes. Originally, I think it was meant as maybe a changing room or a nursery. And then over time, they were like, no, it's a bedroom. And it's like, calm down. Nobody wants their kids running through your bedroom at night.
Two adults who lived in the house. They had, they had a primary bedroom, and they had this secondary bedroom suite with two bedrooms attached. And then they had the huge ADU. So for them, it made sense. Like somebody from my in-laws, aside from the fact that it's too far away from me, it could make sense, right?
Yeah, if someone's divorced, it's all fine.
Absolutely, you go, take your pick, right? Take your pick.
No, some of them are going for big numbers. There's that one on Colgate that was almost listed. I think it was listed before. That was a 3-bedroom too.
We listed the house across the street.
Who is that?
That's some feedback loop.
Everyone needs a
So we've signed the house across the street from that.
Nobody wants to
So
attach to
we're
that.
watching to see where that goes. We signed 614.
Orange or Colgate? Orange.
Yeah, across the street. So
I
it's
drove forward here.
locking up just a little bit, but it's still gonna be a picture.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're at 1.8. Tracy.
So there's a house, so you guys all went to the office went for the caravan. I actually saw you guys. There was the Culver City one,
Catagaras, yeah.
Yeah. Cattaraugus. So anyways, that is a flip remodel, and it's the stupidest thing. They have bedroom leading to bedroom to bedroom.
3 bedrooms in a row?
It's like bedroom to bedroom to bedroom. There's no hallway. There's no freaking hallway. And they're priced at 4.7 something. Good luck. The lovely Alton brothers are doing it, right? You know what I mean?
That was a new construction.
Yeah, it's not new construction. It's down to, so they say it's new construction, but it's not a total new construction. They left some, wall. So the upstairs bedrooms, you can only go to the other bedroom if you walk through the bedrooms.
I have to tell you, appraisers don't like that. I have one of the. I'm just saying, one of the bedrooms in my house is like that. You have to walk through one bedroom and a bathroom to get to it. We call it the stealth bedroom. And lately, when I've been refinancing, they won't count the one you walk through.
Oh, interesting. Pass through.
Fire hazard.
I love it. All right.
How do you get out?
Yeah.
I know. It's the stupidest thing. Like, they've been on the market for 86 days or something like that, and I'm just tracking it to see,
I think
but
they're the second listing agent.
It's a privacy.
yeah, they are
hazard.
the second listing agents on that, so
Yeah.
they've been on there for a long
Fire
time, but they're priced at 1,100 per square feet.
I mean, we're showing property to a throuple and they don't even want it.
Hey, that was my listing you sold to the throuple. They were lovely.
They're lovely, they're a Huntington.
They're a-
But we don't want 3 to 20 bedrooms. So it's still not working, even for that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone needs their alone time, okay?
We have, we have coaching, fire coaching every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m., either in person and or on Zoom. Core services. Is Andy with us today? Hi, Andy. How you doing in Wichita? Andy's in Wichita. She had some car problems in Wichita.
Oh my God, unbelievable. Let me just first say, my phone was blowing up last night about the flooding that was all over the news, I guess, regarding Wichita. Completely sensationalized. Yes, it was storming. Yes, it was torrential downpour, but it wasn't crazy like the news played it out.
Well, it looks like there's a beam of sunshine hitting you right now, so it can't be that bad.
Yes. Anyways, yes, I'm just waiting for my car to be done. But anyway, in better news, we've seen a little bit of a break. The ADP jobs numbers came out today, and they are way under estimates. The ADP jobs numbers show and indicate job creations with different size businesses, small, medium, and large size businesses. The estimate for May was 115,000. It came in at 37,000.
Oh, geez.
The small and large businesses actually showed a negative, which means there were no job openings and a reduction of job openings. The bulk of the openings came in medium-sized companies in leisure and hospitality, whereas in the last several months, we've seen the bulk of creations in education and medical care. So the tide is changing, and we're getting the JOLTS numbers and stuff on Friday. It seems and it feels like we're headed in the right direction. As we see the economy softening, that will then lead the feds into reducing the Fed fund rate, right? These businesses rely on credit to operate, whether it's inventory or hiring or whatever the case is. Businesses of all sizes rely on credit. And if it is too expensive for people and businesses to borrow money, literally, you can't hire people. You can't afford to hire people. You can't afford to keep people, et cetera. So, we're headed in the right direction. It feels like this might be the start of some momentum.
Andy, would that trigger bond purchasing in any way, shape, or form? And is like the reduction of the lending rate enough to trigger a reduction in mortgage rates? Or after the lending rate goes down, but then what happens if no one's buying bonds? The Fed's not buying bonds, and foreign countries aren't buying bonds. How does that balance out?
I mean, I'm certainly not an expert. What is going to trigger
Talking to me, you can lie to me.
what it's going to take to trigger the Feds to start buying treasuries? Who knows? If the economy gets into a deep enough hole, if all of a sudden they've reacted too late and the economy is sent into a spiral, that could certainly trigger things. If businesses of all shapes and sizes are not spending money and they're not hiring people and job creations are down, and then all of a sudden we see the unemployment number go up, all of these things could certainly spark the government to start buying bonds and securities. Sure. And let's also remember too, a lot of the data, the BLS job information, it's so skewed and inaccurate. And the truth is, these numbers from the BLS, for instance, they get revised months later. They could come out and say that there were 300 job creations. 6 months later, they could come out and go, oh, actually, only 50,000 jobs were created. So they get revised all the time, and the data is the way that they obtain it is archaic. It's not accurate, etc. The Fed could be catching on. So
Good.
yeah.
Well, from your mouth to the Fed's ears.
Yeah, let me make a quick call.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
Thank you. Duncan!
All right, hold on.
Duncan's boss is here today, so everybody.
You want
make sure
this
you
one
take
or
a
this one?
row.
Outside, yeah. So yes, I have my helper, my assistant, aka boss, in the back, Kim. She's riding with me today. So just as I've mentioned before to you guys, I am also in the business of sales, and my job is to keep improving my skills. So that's why she's out today, is she rides with us once a quarter to just help and be support. So
You want to come up here so everybody can see you?
Bring her into the light. Don't let her steal Duncan's.
No.
He gets it every week. Yeah.
we're the two blondes.
Yeah.
There we go. There we
Is
go.
that what you're calling yourself?
I think we might
Come,
have.
come here, like the camera is right in front of the camera.
So I've got a couple things today. One, I know I spoke about our new door hangers that we have, the emergency checklist kit. I know some of you wanted these. Lorna, I have these. I'm going to leave them. Now you guys have a front desk person again.
Thank you. Yes, with Christine, please. I'll pick them up.
So I will be leaving these here. I only have 4 stacks right now, but as I read to you guys before, these are really, really cool given the timely nature of the fires, and they also have a lot of great information about you as a realtor and how you provide amazing service. And don't forget, they have a slot to put your business card in and market yourself. So I do have those. One thing I wanted to bring up again, as I've been bringing up, is our pricing is adjusting. This is happening now in about 2 weeks. So please, if you are writing us in on the buyer side, you should text me, kind of check in. I'm also leaving updated brochures, and I think Kim helped hand these out to you guys. They have our updating pricing. Okay, I have more up here if you need them, and they're also going to be in the back. So just keep in mind, pricing is changing. Just like everything, unfortunately, it's slightly going up, but these price increases are very minimal for what you're getting, and it's also to cover the new requirement for the A2L refrigerant in the AC. So, when in doubt, just check with me on pricing. When you're writing up an offer, feel free to text me, as Dontra always does, specifically on Saturdays, which I love. Anyways, yeah.
But he does respond.
I do respond.
And he always gives us a number,
Yes,
so.
I do.
Even at 9 p.m.
Yeah. even-
Yours was 9, hers was 10 p.m. on a Saturday. Which was amazing.
He prefers the night text.
I do, because now that I'm in my prime age of 45, I go to bed at 10:30 every night. So anyways, just keep in mind, I have these in the back for you guys. And again, text me. One thing I wanted to mention that I want to give Dragna props on, she's amazing, is not only is she like so detailed with her clients and writes full detailed emails and does half the work for me, she writes me in on the listing side. So do not forget that when you're writing a listing agreement, you can include the home warranty company provider. If it gets countered out, I get it, no worries. But when I was an agent, I loved to control all services from the providers that I trust. Dragna does an amazing job, and she introduced me to the listing agent or the sellers and her clients as well. So, I think most of the time you do it, they don't even counter it out, right?
I always try to bring it, like whenever I write an offer or like on the seller side, I try to and I tell everybody that you're so helpful, even after the warranty is provided, in the process afterwards, you're there for the clients, always answer and all of that. So I think everybody appreciates it.
Yeah, so thank you, Dragna, and just keep in mind that you guys can do that for all services, not just home warranty. Remember, you can control it and bring the best. It's funny because I had an agent yesterday with the agency. She wrote us in on the buyer side. She was representing the buyer. the listing side used a title and escrow company, a discount one, called Homelight. I'm not mentioning any names, but their seller had terrible experiences. Her clients had terrible experiences. Fidelity hadn't even received the check yet from Homelight. So the home warranty, they tried to use the rekey and weren't able to because we didn't get the check yet. I took care of the issue, but the point is just, when you trust your providers, no matter what vendor it is, use them, try to use them.
It all reflects back on you,
Yes.
right? You can't separate the escrow experience from your agent experience or the continued, experience with home warranty. This is our experience to produce.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So one last thing, I always try to bring up something tech related. I know we've talked about AI. I know all you guys hear about AI. This morning, I talk to my AI nightly. My roommate probably thinks I'm crazy because I'm walking around my house talking to my phone. But this morning I did one related to real estate, and I just basically I said to it, I'm an LA realtor and I'm trying to put together a marketing campaign for listing appointment. The listing address is 123 Banana Street. The house is a mid-century modern with post and beam interior. The house is from the 50s, but it has been beautifully renovated by the current owners. And we want to list the property, make it market ready, and list it in a compelling price that is going to generate multiple offers. Can you help in crafting a full marketing campaign for this to include brochures, emails, social media posts, and basically anything we would need to get it market ready? So it spit out everything. Property brochure, and combining that with Canva, which you guys are now going to be getting for free, is just going to be amazing because it literally gives you detail by detail what to put in this brochure. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because it goes on and on. But I think the coolest thing, and we all know we need to post on social media. Some of you are very good at it. Others may not be. But this gives you a guide of what to post. And it even tells you to put like a carousel post, put a picture of the property, put this subject line. It literally tells you everything. I mean, you have between this and Canva, I mean, you can be your own marketing studio.
The paid version of ChatGPT has a Canva widget that you can connect with.
So, and it's just these things are going to keep improving and improving and getting better. So, I'm taking AI courses. I'm going to start doing that because I'm interested in it myself, but also to bring back more knowledge for you guys to share with you guys and how, it can just help improve your business too.
Excellent. Thank you.
Duncan, hello.
Yes, Vanya.
Yes, hi. Duncan, I have a question. I have a client or a seller that might be interested in getting the home warranty for the seller.
Okay.
Is there a price increment for that, or is there a brochure in the office that I can get for that?
I can email it to you, but we have the brochures, and yes, there's it's like a per diem charge for seller coverage, and it just depends on which plan you get. But it's under $2. The highest tier plan is under $2 a day. And I always tell you guys, if you know it's a listing that's probably not going to sit on the market too long, you might want to offer to pay for it if you're going on a list. This is more for if you're going on a listing appointment and you're competing. But if you already have the listing, either the seller can pay or you can pay. But you do need to order it, before it opens escrow. But yeah, I can get the information to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Vanya. Okay, next we have Kevin from MyNHD. How you doing, Kevin? Thanks for the donuts. Oh, Duncan brought donuts.
Oh yeah, I brought Holy Grail. Not that mine are better, but they're healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get in there, Kevin. Yeah, get in there. I'm gonna take through those Holy Grail donuts.
Awesome. So I'm here today. We're embarking on a brand new campaign at MyNHD. It's an educational campaign. It's called Need to Know. It's free. It's available to everybody. Your leadership is going to be getting, we're sending out emails. Our goal is to do it about every 3 weeks, and it could be a video, it could be a PDF, nice, wonderful, cartoonish, fun stuff from us. And it's going to break down topics in our report on a very, very minute level, like methane gas, boom, one thing, radon, defensible space, right of rescission, whatever it may be. We're trying to bring more value. We're trying to provide the education so that we kind of take some of the stigma out of the report. Sometimes when you get these reports just from the looks of them or what's checked off in them, could be a little daunting or a little confusing, and we're trying to take that out of the equation. And it's free to everybody. All I need is an email if you'd like to participate. Again, about once every 3 weeks. And we're also going to compile all of these educational sources on our website under the resources link. So if you miss one or if you want to go back, you can go under resources, and there'll be a whole library that we're going to compile and try to make it very simple, very understandable, and hopefully very helpful in the end of the game.
Excellent.
Thank you. And as I always like to say, I love it when you guys reach out. I love it when you interact with me. Somebody asked for a methane map like 2 days ago, got it to them right away. Somebody else reached out, they wanted to know if a property was in a certain zone, what have you. I love that kind of stuff because it really makes me feel I'm making a difference with you all. And that's a really important part of my job, and it makes me feel good. So never a bad time, never a bad question, always happy to help. We do the work, you get the protection, okay? Thank you very much.
Kevin, thank you. All right. Ready. Happenings. Let's see. I'm gonna stand up. Janine Robinson, Miriam, Gwyneth, Scott Keller, and June Lee all have birthdays this week. Happy birthday, you guys. First week in June. Also, we have some closings. Merlin closed one on Hill Haven. Matthew Lobby on Oso, Rachel and Tiffany on Valley Harbor. Yes. Tiffany on Buffalo, Dragona on Corta Segundo. Congratulations. Also Christina on Fairlands and Junco. Tracy Pence on La Mesa, and Adam Pergaman on Adrian. All that's a good week in real estate, you guys. Congratulations. Some new escrows coming up. You got Laura Anderson on Khalifa, Angela Bond on Redwood, Stephen Facilis on Stockbridge, Bates Hennington on Manchester, Tiffany Chin on 9th, and Christina Kim on Missouri. Congrats, guys. We got some closed leases for Bates Hennington on Bronson and Dragona on Alta Loma Road. Yay. Congrats, you guys. Two closed referrals. Christina and Ricky in Las Vegas, and Charlotte on Emas? What is
Allentown.
Allentown? Yeah. Allentown, PA. All right, we have some new listings this week. We're starting with Lassay on Windsor Boulevard. That is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,101 square feet for $2,299,000. Looks lovely. I like the herringbone floor there. Also, Laura Anderson has a. Could we maybe get rid of that? Bongo. All right. Laura Anderson has a fixer on Hauser in the 1500 block. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,577 square feet for $1,100,000. I think I'm not making that up. I think she actually told me that was a fixer. Right? Tiffany Chin on Waring Avenue. I think this is a price reduction, right? A 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 810 square feet for $649. Just get your clients in there. There's 2 units.
We have 2.
There's 2 of them. Take 2. They're small, but I think they're a great first-time buyer purchase.
Hey, is this the ones up here?
Yeah.
That are
Yeah.
like lobster?
Yeah.
They have private rooftop decks. I mean, what 1-bedroom condo do you get with a private rooftop?
Not many.
That's rare.
And just like a block away from Larchmont.
You can walk
Yep.
here. Yeah.
Yep.
Newer
And
building,
new
parking, yeah.
It's
HOAs, a ton of money.
Yep.
Great building.
Tiffany was the president for a long
She still is.
time.
She still is the
She
president.
still is the president.
She can't find somebody else to take it over.
No, she cannot.
They won't let her go.
Tiffany also has
This we just opened up.
this unit. You just opened up escrow. Excellent. Downtown. Right?
At the market lot?
At the market lot
How'd
yesterday.
you pull that one off?
They are 80 years old. and they want this modern, who knows, you know?
God bless them. And it's Annie and Dunn lease clients, clients and representation from inside the office.
That's nice.
Right? All right, Tiffany also has the second one in Waring. It's up for lease, it's for $3,000 or purchase at $675. Pete Bonacor, Lillian Way, was over there this weekend, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1,774 for 1.750, about $1,000 a square foot. You got any offers on that yet? Offers are due Monday, that's right. Excellent.
What time Monday?
By 5.
Maybe Tuesday?
Great. Also Christina Kim on Rim Powell, $12,000 lease. You don't want to promote this, you want to sell the thing.
So my seller is ANSI. We've been on the market for 68 days, and apparently, based on the information I received, the average days on the market is 126 days. So I am still under the average days on the market, but yeah. So we have, we're rolling it out dual, so it's available for lease at $12,000. Yeah, here we go.
Get it sold for.
Or what is the sale price again?
It's actually at 2.8 right now. It's 2.799.
Bring an offer.
Yeah.
Has it been leased before?
Never been leased.
Brand new.
Brand new. Don't bring me a tenant.
Yeah.
You want to talk about this lease on Leeward?
Yeah, so this one, my client bought it, I helped her buy it a few years back. We've been having some great, the tenants have stayed for a very long time, but we're finally getting this release. They are current tenants in it, so we're having showings scheduled for tomorrow and the weekend. We've already got a lease application in for it, so,
Leeward?
It's on, Leeward is between Wilshire and 7th, and between Vermont and Hoover.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Brand new construction.
Excellent.
Oh God.
Enough
So,
of you already.
I know, dude, so all of my tenants are moving out. So this is at the Rowan building.
It's a fun building.
Rowan is sexy, I love it. It's
like a
old
nice
Hollywood,
vibe.
yeah, totally. But this is a studio, it's a decent size, whatever. It's
Put your
facing
bedroom- you put your
east,
bed
so
in
it's
here,
got,
this
correct,
bed in
yeah, so it's facing east, so it's facing the back side of the Rowan building, and we are the lowest priced in this building for this price, so, yeah. Okay?
Excellent. Dayoung Herb has property on Traction, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,330 square feet for lease or for sale, $899,000 for sale, or $3,600 for lease.
These are unmotivated sellers.
Yeah.
Right?
But the lease versus sell price.
Yeah.
That was what they said yesterday about it, right?
Yeah, I have a very unmotivated seller.
John Valentine on Janesta.
Yeah, this is a great unit, full service building in Encino, which is really rare. So for older people in the valley scaling down that are looking for a full service building, easy living, it's a good floor plan, 2.2, with the lowest price in the building at $749.
What's
Full
the
service.
HOA?
HOA 1,400.
And full service meaning it has 24-hour security, valet. Yep.
Yeah.
Health
It's a 4 or 5-story building, so all that goes with a full service building, but yeah.
No one look at Tiffany. That's her snacks for the day.
Is it tequila mix or?
Margarita,
yeah.
Okay, also Rosario has Hamilton Drive in Beverly Hills as a 2-bedroom, 4-bath, 1,700 square feet lease for $5,300. Cute little house there. There's also Maritza Molino has a lease for 1,800, where is that? On Lou Dillon Avenue in Los Angeles. That's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 305 square feet. 350 square feet for 800.
1,800. 1,800.
Oh,
Wow, 12 rooms for 1,800.
okay.
Give that man some espresso.
That's a nice sized bedroom. Adam Bergman on Randall Court, he has a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1825 square feet with what looks like a magnificent view for $2.2 million.
Is that the Malibu? This is the Malibu one.
It looked like.
Was that one?
No.
that did-
No.
That's not the Malibu one.
Renovations?
That's been up there before, yeah.
Is that one that Adam did a reno on?
No. No, he would not be showing the, he would not be showing.
So
the,
proud of his stuff.
This view of it, no.
That's in Northeast.
Mount Washington.
That's right.
Mount Washington,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it's a
Yeah.
high price for Mount.
Pocket listings coming soon. What do you got?
We got a lot. I think we got a slide, Joey.
Well, we do have a slide, but well, I guess we'll get that out of the way. Lauren and Tracy have.
I'm the only one here.
What's that?
I said, I'm the only one here. We've got a sale coming up in Lafayette Square. I believe it is the largest property at about 6,000 square feet in the square. So that's going to need a little bit of work, but we're going to be coming out at 3-4. And then we have these 2 leases that are coming soon, both in Windsor Hills, and one on 57th and one on Innendale. One is a 2-bedroom, one's a 3-bedroom.
What is the opportunity in the Lafayette Square?
I think there's a huge opportunity there. That house has not been on the market since I believe the 70s, so it does need some work. But like I said, it's a showpiece. It's the largest house on the square. The original owner was one of the founders of the May Company. So it's got a lot of grand details. It's really, really beautiful. So it's the opportunity to, again, make it the showpiece of the neighborhood. It is much bigger than the Crenshaw house.
Excellent. Thank you, Lorna.
You're
All right,
welcome.
who else has,
All the young kids don't know what the May Company is.
Oh, the May Company.
Oh, May Company, that used to be Macy's, that now is the Film Academy, the Movie Academy Museum on the corner.
Yeah, the May
Yeah.
Company was there.
Mhm.
It's a big department store.
It is. It was. It is no longer.
Amazon in analog Amazon, right? Right? Pocket list is coming soon. Who has it?
Joey.
Who said that? Michael. What do you got?
Marina Del Rey, Mar Vista area. It's actually Marina Del Rey. It is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet on a 3,500 square foot lot. It's getting remodeled now. It's going to come out in the market for 1.6 million, probably in about 3 weeks.
Totally done.
So I think, and it'll be done. And there's a detached garage. It's not converted, but it's drywalled and it's,
And you can show it now.
I could get someone in, it's still doing work on it. So just let me know, anyone in the office.
Excellent.
The other thing is, have one in Glasshill Park, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and that is going to be in the million range, and that's going to be in 3 weeks too.
In Glasshill.
Oh, and I was thinking of you, Christina. 6,800 square foot R3 lot just north of here on Hudson. You can build a 5-story, 13,000 square feet developer job. Currently, there's a triplex there, and only one tenant, and that will be 1.7 million.
You said Hudson?
Hudson,
How big is the lot?
What block?
6,800 square feet.
Is it possible to deliver that vacant?
That's the challenge. So let's.
What is the
talk
tenant
business.
paying?
Pardon?
What's the tenant paying?
820, it's a legacy tenant.
Oh.
So they're protected.
820.
How old is the tenant?
Oh, it's protected all the way.
No, how old is the tenant?
70.
Oh,
Very protected.
So that's why we need to talk.
Do they have any dangerous hobbies.
Walk along.
All right, okay.
Carbon monoxide.
Is that it, Michael? Thank you, sir.
That's it.
All right, who else? Pocket listings coming soon. Christina's
got
a
one.
hand raised.
So our Culver City new construction is finally coming together. So we will be rolling this out at the end of June. We're having staging done June 24th. So literally we'll be rolling this out at the end of the month. If you've got anyone looking in the Culver City, wanting Culver City School District, brand new construction, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, plus an ADU. So it's a total of 5-bedroom, 6-bath, 5-bath, something like that. But anyways, about 4,500 square feet, beautifully done. One of my favorite developers is doing this. A lot of proactive, environmentally conscious, safe features are being implemented in this home. Healthy home, positive air. It's a positive air HVAC, and what it does is when you open the windows, a lot of the air comes in. What this does is pressurizes and only air goes out. It does not come in. So it eliminates like pollen, eczema, all that allergies and all that stuff. They've also put in like this honeycomb thing in all the vents so that if any fire, flame, or anything hits it, it automatically shuts off. So there's all these amazing features that he's done that's very conscientious to what's going on into our environment. So if you have clients that have families, people that are a little bit more sensitive about that, these are going to be great features to present. I'm happy to get you in there sooner than when it goes public. We'll have staging done on the 24th. So if you want to call me and get someone in on the 25th, I'm happy to do that for you, okay? Pricing is still to be determined. We're looking at about a 4.5, between 4 and 4.5 mil for this project. So let me know if you got any buyers for that. And then we've got another one that's rolling out in Glassell Park next week, 4111 Scandia Way. Beautiful 2-story house, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, square footage is pretty large, fantastic views. The seller is my mentee, and we're still a little bit disconnected on the price. So we will let you know, but it's going to be roughly around the 1.617 point.
Excellent.
And we're actually going to get this, we're hoping to put this into the rotation of the caravan next week on Tuesday. So, no, the Culver City one is going to be at the end of the month. This one's Glassell Park.
I thought that was even further out.
Can you give out the address on Culver City?
The Culver City address, yeah, I'll shoot it to you, Charlotte. I'll shoot it to you. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. All right, who else? Robert?
Mine across the way from Helms Bakery on Ivy Street.
Oh, yeah.
Where drywall's gone up.
Okay.
They're gonna start putting in the tile, so we're probably looking end of this month to go on the market. It'll be 1,600 square feet. It would have had a pass-through bedroom, but we're at 3 bedrooms. Well, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and that's a den. Completely redone. Garage is completely finished. So the garage is extra, just bonus living space. And we'll probably be hitting the market at around 1.5. If anybody wants to see that early, not a problem.
North of Venice?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right across the street from Helms Bakery. Literally, you walk.
Right, it would have to be. Yep, there you go.
So my thing.
No, it's not an ADU, but it's finished.
Finished spot.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, my Culver City address is 4034 Coolidge.
Excellent. All right, who else? Anybody coming soon?
I sent it to you.
Bucket listings? Anything? Anybody online have any needs? Not needs, but sure.
Where are we on the needs?
Hold on, we'll just give them 1, 2, 3 on anybody who has any pocket listings coming soon. Boom, Charlotte, wants and needs.
So Florentine was in here talking about your sort of grandfather guest house ADU and getting them permitted with these new laws. I'm unable to get a hold of her. If anyone has a contractor, that my understanding is that there's like a 2-page health and safety sort of thing that you have to abide by. But what they're recommending is that you get a contractor to come in, go through that list and sort of do the work or let you know before you have the city come out for the inspection. And I would love to have a contractor that is capable of doing that. Somebody who has some experience with ADUs would be great, please. Anyone?
I have a different kind of resource for you. I have a guy who used to work for LADBS. He was a contractor, comes from a family of contractors. And he specifically advises before you even apply with LADBS. He comes and tells you exactly if it's gonna be approved or not and what you need to do.
Okay, that'd be great.
He's so great, so resourceful, like wonderful guy, like close to retirement, and he's happy to educate about everything.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, because I have clients that need it and I need it and.
So Dragana, why don't we put that gentleman in our KW vendor list?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
We can do that. I also, this is a refresher, like, but I wanted to bring him to talk to us.
absolutely
And I did suggest it a long time ago, but I can bring it up again because he's a great resource. Yeah.
Great.
Yes, and make sure you send it to me too.
Absolutely.
I need it for one of my neighbors. All right, wants and needs.
That's it.
Wants and needs, that's the only one, Charlotte's the only one that had a want or a need?
I got it.
Come on, who said that?
I have a client looking for a triplex or a fourplex, around the $2 million mark. He's looking to replace two of his daughters, one units, and then other units either vacant or occupied. Could be anywhere from Santa Monica to this area. So let me know if you have anything on that.
I heard
2
Pete
million,
has
that should
one.
be good.
Sorry?
I heard Pete has one.
Yes. Not interested in that one. Maybe if the tenant gets out there or the owner pays to get the one tenant out there, but that one's not suitable for him right now.
Excellent. Anybody else wants needs? Okay, I'm gonna fill the bucket for Samantha, who is always looking for ways to contribute to you guys. She's the one that really started the conversation about having some kind of mastermind about listing leads, about lagging listings, and really made that possible. Thank you so much. We're always thinking about the agents and how you can bring value. Yeah, always,
And I
always.
just wanted to thank everybody that showed up for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
Well,
it's
winner,
sometimes
winner,
it's
chicken
hard to
dinner.
get that caliber of agents in one room, and I was just a fly on the wall and really appreciate it.
Apparently a compelling subject matter.
I think we should do it on a more frequent basis with an itinerary of schedule of topics and making sure that we really address the things that, regardless of what your caliber of business is, everyone's dealing with the same shit in the same market,
Yeah, and it helps to get different verbiage than your natural things you've been saying.
Yep.
Sometimes someone will, like when John said that thing about his gambler client.
The possibility and the probability speech was fantastic.
That was what, and he's
Great.
gone, but that was
Fantastic.
fabulous because I was like, that's such a poignant thing to say today.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past it'd be like, hey, here's the possibility. And now we're like, all right, here's the probability. So don't go too crazy.
Yep.
So that was really important. And, it just gives you a new way to speak to your clients. That isn't your usual script.
Agreed. Anybody else wants, needs, fill the bucket? No? Good? All right. Okay. Let's roll this party on to next week.